English Time podcast.
Helping you speak English with confidence, naturally.
Hello, wonderful listeners. Welcome back to English Time, your cozy place to learn English easy, fun, step by step, and with confidence. I'm Henry.
And I'm Emma. So happy you're here with us today.
Okay, I have to ask, you look exhausted. What happened?
Is it that obvious? I had the craziest week. I said yes to everything. Every meeting, every favor, can you help me with this?
Sounds like you overcommitted.
Overcommit. That's exactly the word. I promised to do way more than I could actually handle. I even helped my neighbor's cousin move a couch. I don't even know my neighbor's cousin.
Wow, that is serious commitment. Moving a couch for a stranger?
I know. It sounds ridiculous now. But honestly, I kept thinking, why do I do this to myself? Why can't I just say no?
That's such a relatable feeling. And actually, that's exactly what we want to talk about today.
Yes. Today we're going to talk about how to say no politely, but also something deeper. Why we need to protect our energy. Why saying yes to everything might actually be hurting us.
I love that. It's not just about the words, it's about the life lesson behind them.
It really is. By the way, today's episode is a B1 level episode.
That means it's designed for intermediate learners. Not too easy, not too hard, just right for growing.
And we've included some richer vocabulary too, so even upper intermediate learners will find something new.
And if you're still building your foundation, don't worry, you're always welcome here. We keep the main conversation clear and simple.
So wherever you are on your journey, you can stay, relax, and learn with us. Let's improve together.
Before we go deeper, if you're enjoying what we do, please like this episode and subscribe. It really helps more learners find this podcast.
All right, let's get into it.
So Emma, you just told us you said yes to everything last week. That's a lot of people to please.
Too many. And you know what? I wasn't even happy. I was tired, stressed, and honestly, a little resentful.
Resentful, that's when you feel annoyed because you did something you didn't really want to do.
Exactly. Like I chose to help, but deep down, I wished I had said no. And then I felt guilty for feeling that way.
That's a cycle. You say yes, you feel tired, you feel resentful, then you feel guilty.
It's so draining. And I realized the problem isn't that I'm too nice. The problem is I don't know how to say no in a way that feels okay.
So let's talk about that, because honestly, no is a complete sentence, but sometimes we want to be softer.
Exactly. Like, what if a coworker asks me to help with a project, but I'm already drowning in work? I can't just say no.
In that case, use a visual. Tell them, I'd love to help, but my plate is full right now.
I like that image. It's so true. If you keep adding more, eventually everything just falls on the floor.
Right. You're not saying, I don't want to help. You're saying, I literally have no space left. It's honest, and people respect that.
I can see why. It's not personal. Okay, that works for tasks. But what if someone invites me to something and I feel pressure to answer right now?
Oh, never answer immediately if you feel pressure. That's a trap.
It is. I always say yes just to end the awkward moment.
Instead, buy yourself time. Say, let me check my calendar and get back to you.
That's smart. I like that. Usually I just panic and say, yes, sure, before I even think. But this gives me space to breathe.
Exactly. You step back, check your feelings, and then reply later when you're calm.
Okay, I have a harder one. What about weekends? My boss or even friends message me on Sunday. I hate replying, but I feel I have to.
For that, you need a policy. But tell me, if you just say what you feel, what would you say?
Probably something like, I don't want to check email on Sunday.
Which is true, but it sounds a little blunt.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm angry.
Exactly. So let's make it professional. Try this instead. I have a policy of not checking emails on weekends.
Wow, I have a policy. I love that. It sounds so professional.
It is. The word policy is powerful. Nobody argues with a policy. It's not personal, it's just your rule.
So I'm not rejecting them, I'm just following my own rule.
Exactly. I have a policy of family time on Sundays. I have a policy of no phones after 9 p.m. It protects you.
I love these. My plate is full. Let me check my calendar. I have a policy.
They are simple but powerful.
They are. But honestly, even just thinking about saying them makes me a little nervous.
That's normal. Saying no is like a muscle. It feels weak at first, but the more you use it, the stronger it gets.
It's actually just like speaking English.
How so?
The first time you use a new phrase, it feels strange. You feel awkward. But do it 5 times and suddenly it's natural.
Exactly. You have to push through the awkwardness to get to the confidence.
That makes sense. But here's the thing. Even though I know these phrases now, I still feel bad when I say no, like I'm letting people down.
And that's where the deeper conversation begins, because this isn't just about the words, it's about how we see ourselves.
Yeah. Why do we feel so guilty? Why is saying no so hard?
I think it starts with wanting everyone to like us. We want to be helpful, we want to be kind, we don't want to disappoint anyone.
That's definitely true for me.
That's called being a people pleaser. Someone who says yes because they want to keep everyone happy.
Guilty. I used to be the queen of people pleasers. But why do we do it?
Often, we're looking for validation. We want people to tell us we're good.
Validation. That's a powerful word.
Right. I read a quote once that sums this up perfectly.
What is it?
It goes, I say yes because I crave validation.
So basically, I'm saying yes just so people will say, good job, Emma, or you're such a nice person.
Exactly. You're chasing that feeling of being good.
Wow, that hits deep. I'm hungry for approval. And honestly, I'm also afraid.
Afraid of what?
I'm afraid that if I say no, people will think I'm selfish.
Ah, the selfish label. That's the big fear. But here's the truth. Self-care is not selfish.
But it feels like it.
Think about it this way. When you say yes to everyone else, you're actually saying no to yourself. No to your rest, no to your peace, no to your own needs.
That's really true. Every time I say yes to something I don't want to do, I am taking something away from myself.
Exactly. Your time is limited. Your energy is limited. Every yes has a cost.
And we forget that. We act like our energy is unlimited, but it's not.
Think of yourself like a glass of water. Every time you help someone, you pour a little out. That's beautiful. That's generous.
But if you keep pouring and never refill,
The glass becomes empty, and an empty glass can't give anything to anyone.
my glass was definitely empty last week. Just dry dust inside.
And that's exactly why you felt so drained.
Leading to the famous phrase, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly. You have to fill yourself first. Rest, recharge, take care of your own needs, and then you can give from a place of fullness.
Not from exhaustion, not from obligation.
Right. There's a difference between helping because you want to and helping because you feel like you have to.
When I help out of obligation, I feel drained. But when I help from a full heart, it actually feels good.
That's the difference. Obligation drains you, choice energizes you.
But how do we get there? How do we stop feeling guilty?
I think it starts with changing how we see ourselves. We have to believe that our needs matter just as much as everyone else's.
That's hard. We're taught to put others first. Don't be selfish. Think of others.
And that's beautiful advice to a point. But somewhere along the way, we started believing that taking care of ourselves is selfish.
But it's not.
It's not. Self-care is not selfish. It's necessary.
There's an image I love, the airplane oxygen mask.
Oh, I know this one. I hope we don't need them today, but yes.
Exactly. When you're on a plane and the oxygen masks drop, what do they tell you?
Put your mask on first, then help others.
Exactly. Because if you pass out, you can't help anyone. You have to take care of yourself first so you can actually be there for others.
That's such a powerful image, and it applies to life. If you're burned out, exhausted, running on empty, you can't show up for the people you love.
But when you're rested, when you've taken care of yourself, you have so much more to give.
So saying no isn't about being selfish, it's about being sustainable.
Sustainable. I like that word. It means you can keep going. You're not burning out.
Right. If you say yes to everything, you might help more people in the short term, but eventually you crash. You get sick, you get resentful.
And then you can't help anyone.
But if you say no sometimes, you protect your energy, you stay healthy, and in the long term, you actually give more.
So saying no is really an act of love.
Love for yourself and for others. You know, this applies perfectly to learning English too.
You mean about not burning out?
Exactly. I see students try to study 4 hours a day. They say yes to every resource, and after 2 weeks, they quit.
Because it wasn't sustainable.
Right. Saying no to some study methods, focusing on just one thing actually helps you grow faster. Less is more.
I love that connection.
But back to our lives, when you're full, you give better.
You know what I've started doing? I ask myself, am I saying yes because I want to or because I'm afraid to say no?
That's such a good question. Fear versus choice.
And if the answer is fear, I pause. I take a breath, and I give myself permission to say no.
Permission. That's the key word. We need to give ourselves permission to have boundaries.
Boundaries. The lines we draw to protect ourselves. This is okay, this is not.
And boundaries aren't walls. They're not about pushing people away. They're about knowing your limits.
I love you, but I can't do this right now. That's a boundary, not a rejection.
Exactly. You're still kind, you're still caring, but you're also honest about what you can give.
And here's the beautiful thing. When you set boundaries, people respect you more.
Really?
Really, because you're being real. You're not pretending. People can trust what you say.
That makes sense. A yes from someone with boundaries means more than a yes from someone who says yes to everything.
Because you know it's genuine. It comes from choice, not fear.
I love this. This is so much deeper than just how to say no.
It really is. It's about remembering who you are. It's about not losing yourself in everyone else's needs.
It's about protecting your energy so you can live your own life.
And ironically, when you take care of yourself, you become a better friend, a better partner, a better colleague.
Because you're giving from a place of fullness, not emptiness.
So, if you're listening right now and you've been saying yes to everything and you're feeling tired, burnt out, or lost, we want you to know something.
You are allowed to say no.
You are allowed to rest.
You are allowed to put yourself first sometimes.
And that doesn't make you selfish. It makes you human.
Take care of yourself, fill your cup, and then from that place of fullness, you can give in a way that feels good.
For you and for others.
All right, let's wrap up.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. We hope this episode helped you think a little differently about saying no.
Remember, saying no isn't rude, it's healthy. It's self-care, and it's how you protect the energy you need to live your own life.
Here's a little question to think about. What's one thing you've been wanting to say no to, but haven't yet?
Think about it, and if you feel brave, try saying no this week, just once. See how it feels.
In the comments, practice using one of the phrases we learned today. Write a sentence using, "My plate is full," or "I have a policy."
We'd love to see you using these tools.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Take care of yourselves, and remember, your energy is precious. Protect it.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Word detective. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
You promise more than you can actually handle. You agree to do 10 things, but only have time for 5.
Overcommit. Example. I'm stressed because I overcommitted this week. I said yes to everything.
Feeling annoyed because you did something you didn't really want to do.
Resentful. Example. I helped them move, but I felt resentful because I really needed that day for myself.
Someone who always tries to make everyone happy. They have a hard time saying no.
People pleaser. Example, I used to be a total people pleaser. I never said what I really wanted.
Something that slowly takes all your energy. It empties your battery.
Draining. Example, saying yes to everything is emotionally draining.
Something you feel you must do, even if you don't want to. A duty. A pressure.
Obligation. Example, I went to the party out of obligation, not because I wanted to.
Completely exhausted from too much work or stress, like a candle that has burned all the way down.
Burnt out. Example, I took a week off because I was burnt out.
Able to keep going without crashing, a pace you can maintain.
Sustainable. Example, I want a sustainable schedule, not one that exhausts me.
A line you set to protect yourself. This is okay, and this is not.
Boundary. Example, setting boundaries is not selfish. It's healthy.
To rest and get your energy back, like a phone battery charging.
Recharge. Example, I need the weekend to recharge. No plans, just rest.
The feeling that you are good or worthy because other people approve of you.
Validation. Example, I realized I was just chasing validation, not actually helping.
Your progress so far has already been wonderful. If you'd like to keep going and feel even more confident with your English, feel free to check out the next video or take a look at some of the other ones we've picked for you.